Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is July 19th, 2016, and today's Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic calendar today, few things coming out today starting at 10:30 a.m. It's a CPI number coming out of Great Britain pound that should affect the pound, and we'll see how it does. And then at 11 a.m. we have a German ZWI number coming out, and that's a euro related number. And then at 2:30 p.m. we have building permits coming in the United States. So those are the predominantly three numbers that are coming out today. But let's just see what's going on in the markets. I mean, overall, it's been a very quiet week, a very quiet Monday. Just looking at the Euro USD here, we've been in a very tightish range between 10.99 and which really 111 and just below 110. So, we've been in this range. We're now trading at 10.78 since yesterday, pretty much in a 10 to 20 pip range. So not much going on. So like I said yesterday, I'd like to see some sort of conviction on one side or the other before jumping into this in either direction. So this has been the case for a few of the symbols that we've been trading recently, that it's just been sideways trading, really nothing uneventful. But let's see if today's WEEZ number is going to, activate something. Looking at gold, gold also, as you can see here, is pretty much flatlining here at 1330, trading between 1338 and 1322 yesterday, but predominantly you see that it's flatlining. So again, and it's right between these two thresholds of 1348 and 1305. So I'd like to see some sort of conviction on one side or the other. I would love for it to go down, obviously, to catch it at 1280-ish level, to pick it up on the long term. Looking at oil, also oil's been predominantly quiet at $45, also in this really tight range. It's making lower highs, which are inclining me to think that we're going to go further down, but that remains to be seen. Looking at the Dow Jones, actually been very active. Okay, we've been trading at this 18,435 level. Only about 18,385 was the high before, I believe, our all-time highs. So we're not that far above it. We're just about 100 points above it. So in the grander scheme of things, it's not that important. But the fact that we've got a big bar here, I'd like to see some continuation to really sustain this upwards trend and to confirm it, okay, on the upside. So, since 2009, we've really been, upwards trending. Took a little bit of dip in 2010. 2011 we ripped, 2012 we ripped, and we've been ripping ever since into 2014, 2015. So, ultimately, will there be a correction? Everything has to come down to its levels at a certain point. But, that remains to be seen exactly where that correction will be and when that correction will be as we're entering this presidential elections in the next few months. So, that's something to keep an eye on. Aussie USD falling out of bed here, trading at the top level of 0.76 here, as you can see here. We've kind of flatlined on this top level here, and now we're trending downwards. The question is how much further could we get down to? Maybe it'll get down to 0.7473, as this was previously a support level, anticipated support. Support level, resistance level, so this might be a level where we could target it too. We've come back a long way from 72, okay, but we still, haven't broken up this 76 and certainly 78 earlier in the year. So this is something that's unfolding. It is trading, so you may want to, wait for a pullback, wait for a bounce, and then, short it in anticipation it's going to go down to 74. It's been kind of choppy, so I haven't really mentioned it. This area has been very choppy overall, so it's been hard to really tell. Looking at the GBP USD, we're trading right at that middle level. Okay, we sold off from 34 and just been in this tight level ever since. So with the number coming out today, let's see what unfolds and how it does unfold. So that remains to be seen. Looking at, we had the the Turkish lira up yesterday. Let's just pull it up again. Interesting situation yesterday. We had this resistance level of 35 here, as you can see here, 305, excuse me, at the top or upper level. We sold off, and we had mentioned yesterday to fade this move, and it did work for a little bit, but as you can see, it came right back. So those that have been trading it, just be careful on the upside, as it could surely go back to 305 with what's going on there, with the uncertainty of the coup last week. So, you know, ultimately there's a resistance at 305. We're, you know, about a few hundred, about 600 pips away from it, but still, you know, it is something that has to be looked into on the downside. So, you know, keep an eye on it. I wouldn't trade it too big. I would be very cautious on it because it's been very volatile. But you know, if you are short, just be careful not to get too hung up and too you know, have any sort of, you know, drawdown that is beyond the accepted limit. So, you know, just be careful with it on the short side. Surely, if you are, you know, day trading it and scalping it, you know, that's something else. But, you know, if you're holding it for a few days, just be careful. This is Razak at CMTrading. I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.